What's going on, everybody? So this is Live with Shantae episode 5. So I had other plans of how I was gonna do this interview, but things kind of went left. So I said, you know what, we're finna Vlad TV this, and I'm not even gonna be in the scenes at all. All you gonna do is hear my voice, but we're gonna focus more on King Khrizz here. So for those that don't know Khrizz, can you introduce yourself to everybody?
What's happening in the world? It's your boy King Khrizz, man. If you don't know, I do music, I've done video gaming, I got models that I've helped get in the right path with my girl Brandy Henderson. I've been in the business doing a lot of different things here and there. I'm from Dallas. I came to Corsicana because I came to college and went to Navarro. And I kind of found a love for this city, the people that's from here, the people that really rock with me, they keep me here, they keep me sane.
All right. Okay, so you made a post, I believe it was yesterday. We're gonna get in that fast. We're gonna start it out just like that. So you made a post yesterday talking about if a woman agrees with Taraji in the movie Acrimony. That movie came out like 2 or 3 years ago?
Probably longer, maybe about 5.
It wasn't that long ago.
It's been a minute. That movie came out a minute.
But people still talking about it.
Yeah, it is.
People still talking about it.
It's still a relevant topic.
Okay, so what do you think who do you think was right?
Okay, so my take on that is it's not a right or wrong, because both of them had parts where it was right, both of them had parts where they was wrong. My thing is a lot of people don't understand that you can right your wrongs and then you continue living your life. That's my whole perspective on the whole dynamic of the situation. Like, because in the beginning, dude ain't want to work. He was trying to pursue his dream with making that battery, and Taraji supported him. You know what I'm saying? And I've been that dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's typical for a man to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, grind hard, work 2-3 jobs, and the woman, do her thing at the house or whatever the case may be, So I feel Taraji, where she coming from, where she working 2 or 3 jobs to keep the house, and she giving her all for this relationship, but she feel like she ain't getting no return. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for that. Like, but at the end of the day, she allowed for that to happen too, as well. You know what I'm saying? She also has to take ownership in her actions too, as well with that. But yeah, Buddy was wrong in the beginning, and I'm not really clear as to if they were together when she ran the car into his trailer or not. I don't really know if they were classified as a couple.
Now I'm finna stop you because I should have stopped you. I should have stopped you when you was like, well, the woman's at home and I let see. I should have stopped you right there, but I'm gonna stop you right here. He was a no good dude from the beginning, because look, y'all gotta, as women, we ignore the signs. So from the jump, she ignored all the signs that he was gonna be no good from her, right? Because he took her virginity from her, for one. Okay, he had sex with her when her mother just passed, so she was vulnerable. So for one, that's something you just don't do. Like, it's like an unwritten code.
But how was his know though?
But it's an unwritten handbook. Like, you don't sleep with nobody while they vulnerable. Like, you don't do that, because when you're vulnerable, you're not 100% thinking clearly to begin with.
That's true.
So he shouldn't even. So okay, boom. And then when he did that, then she caught him with another female. Okay, so you already took my virginity, now you sleep with another female. So now she done went out the deep end. Now she can't even have kids due to this dude.
And whose fault is that? Is that her fault or is that his fault?
That's it. It's both.
He didn't make her get in the car and run into there.
Technically he did, because the girl, you don't do that. Like, a woman's virginity is sacred. You don't do that. And then she was already vulnerable, so he presented himself like he was gonna be, there for her. So she kind of like, she, he pulled her heartstrings. And that's what he did.
All of that is understandable, but I'm saying her getting in the car, cranking it up, running into his trailer, running it off the hill, them is actions she chose to do.
Yeah, based off of actions that he did to affect her emotions, which caused what happened.
True.
So
but
look,
in the court of law, if we we use this for example. In the court of law, if I'm in school and kids bullying me, and I decide I want to take a gun to school and I want to shoot 2 other people that was bullying me, I'm still in trouble. Just as much as them kids that provoked me.
That's right. That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. She got to be accountable for what she did. Even though his actions caused her reaction, she still got to be accountable. That's all I'm trying to get women to understand about the whole post. Because a lot of women, I'm not going to say a lot of women, but some women do not like taking accountability at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. He hurt her. He took advantage of her. He manipulated her out of a lot of money and hard work and time. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I never defute that. Like I never dismiss that. You know what I'm saying? That is evident. You know what I'm saying? Like he did that. And he was wrong about that. But her taking it to them extreme measures is all her doing. Is what I'm trying to get.
See, I understand that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Now if it would have been me, right? Okay, so he made her lose her mama house. He got her mama house back, yep. Right?
Yep.
Plus 10 million.
And she only spent $1 million.
Okay, now look. But me being me, now I'm the type of person I can look at things 2 ways. I look at things from all different aspects. Okay, yeah. So boom, me being me, you get my mama house back, you give me 10 million. I ain't worried about you. I don't care. Yeah. But at the same time, you don't ever promise one woman something and then you give it to the next woman. But see, that's going to get us in this topic of how relationships go, because a lot of times one woman will build a man up and make him a better man for the next woman.
And the same thing goes vice versa for.
So that's really what happened in that movie.
I'm going to say this. I think what happened in that situation in the movie is it was timing. Like, it wasn't his time for his invention to hit when he was with her. You know, but eventually it was going to hit. It was just a matter of how long you gonna ride it out. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think would really played out in that movie, because the girl that he met, that he messed around her with when they was in college, he didn't plan to meet her. It was timing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't plan to. And when he did meet her, he told her that he was married. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the right thing. You see what I'm saying? So like, I think it was just timing. It wasn't like all the years that Taraji spent with him, it just wasn't his time. And at the same time, he had to grow as a man too, because like you said, she kind of building him up for the next thing. But I don't feel like he was a bad dude completely from jump, because after that incident where she had to get a hysterectomy and all that, he got his act together. As far as cheating goes and like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as being a man of the house and providing, he was absent in that light of.
But see, that's why I feel like that. I had a conversation with my cousins and my brother about this. Like, before you get married, I feel like you should make sure as a man that you're able to take care of your wife in all different aspects. Because if you're not financially stable, then she possibly still asking another man for money. Right. So is that cheating?
So cheating got so many forms and facets. Like, cheating is endless. Of like what cheating could be, what could be considered cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's cheating to you? You know what I'm saying? My girl might not see that as cheating. You know what I'm saying? Or what's cheating to me? Bryson might not see that as cheating. You know what I'm saying? So it's cheating it's infinite. Like, you know what I'm saying? What could be condoned as cheating or not cheating? But you're right though. Before you get married, I learned that you should have a marriage plan. You know.
What you mean a marriage plan?
So I'm gonna tell you about this. So, you know, the person who was once married and it didn't work out. You know, and then my parents, you know, were married at one point in my life. You know, and then now they both remarried to new people. Well, my dad is not remarried, but my mom is remarried to somebody, you know. They told me about a marriage plan. I was like, what is that? And I learned a lot of stuff about that. So what a marriage plan is for people that's married. If y'all don't know what this is, I'm gonna lace you up. But if you do know, then you know. A marriage plan is pretty much you and your potential spouse or soon to be spouse it's a plan. Like you've heard of a business plan. It's the same thing as that, but it's laying out the foundation of your marriage for the rest of your life. With your partner. Y'all discuss finances. Y'all discuss dreams, ambitions, goals, short term, long term, children, like how y'all want them raised, and religion and everything.
So you saying basically lay out the blueprint.
Basically, yeah.
So will you do this in the beginning? It's a podcast. Shout out to, I don't know the exact name of the podcast, but I know she go by Curvy Comedy. So on a clip of her podcast, she was basically like, you lay out, it's like a buffet. That's how she described it, where you lay out, who you are, and you put out exactly who you are on the table.
Yes.
And you give that person the option if they want to deal with you or not. But see, at the same time, though, that could be potentially, messing up something good for you at the same time, too. Because who you are today, you might not be that way tomorrow.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like Jeannie Mai. Jeannie Mai didn't want kids before she got with Jeezy. Yep. And now she got kids. Yep. She was about to have a kid. Yep. You know what I mean? Could it be that she didn't want kids, or could it be that she didn't want kids with him?
That is a good question. I think but the marriage plan is it's totally different. That is based on when you get to that step of wanting to tie the knot. That right there, what she said, laying the buffet, letting you know who you are. That has to be done in the beginning dating stages. Period. Before you even get to that point. The marriage plan is pretty much you pretty much discuss this with your partner when you feel like you really want to get eloped. And 9 times out of 10, couples talk about those things before it even gets to that point where they're women, they as kids, as little girls, a woman is told and taught that your wedding day is the most important day ever.
Not all, because I was never taught that. I was never taught that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But a lot of girls, they grow up and they fantasize and they dream of, my wedding day is gonna be this big smorgasbord of things, you know what I'm saying? So so when you get with somebody and you talk to them and you tell them hey, this is how I want my wedding to be, this is the type of ring I want, or this you mention these things over the course of you dating and being with the person, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when it's time to actually get eloped, then y'all discuss, hey, what is your marriage plan? How do you envision your marriage? Because I'm gonna talk about myself for a minute. My one and only previous marriage, it didn't work because our marriage plans were different. You know what I'm saying? And if two people, if I'm on page 78 and you on page 62, we ain't gonna finish the same assignment at the same time. You see what I'm saying? You both gotta be on the same page, and that's mainly why. Part of the reason why it didn't work, you know what I'm saying? So with the marriage plan, you pretty much coming in the middle when you saying, okay, I want it to be this way, I work, you stay at home, or we both work, we split everything 50-50, whatever the case may be. Those are things that y'all discuss before y'all actually go and say, I do. And that's what the marriage plan indicates, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just lay it on the table of how y'all want y'all marriage to be structured, because if you don't have that and you just going into a marriage unprepared, I think it's the worst, But at the end of the day, it's probably is couples that got married without a plan, and they're the happiest people on the planet, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to have it, but for me, I'm going into it, I am gonna have to, before I do it again, I will need a marriage plan, you know what I'm saying?
So you are open to a second one?
Yeah, and this gonna be the last.
So number 2 is gonna be the last. I'm one hit wonder. You got one time, because it's like, for me, it's like I'm getting to the point, like I'm really at the point in my relationship, like, okay, so I was complaining a lot. Like, I complain and he'll be like, but I'm trying and I'm doing this, so you ain't understanding this, you ain't understanding this. So I seen a post on Facebook and it was like, appreciate the dude who's trying. So I said, okay, so I'm going to quit complaining and I'm going to teach him how to love me. And what I mean by teach him how to love me, like, I know what I want. Like, I'm beginning to know what I'm looking for and what I want, right? Right. Yeah. I'm beginning to know what I'm looking for. And, when it comes down to a relationship, you know what I'm saying? I'm beginning to know what I'm looking for. So, and I also know this is my last relationship. Like, this is it. Like, it ain't going to be like this is it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. So I'm going to try to get this one how I know it can be. It's just when you dealing with someone who, you asking this from somebody who never seen it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in that same situation right now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm asking you to be like this, but you never seen nobody be like that. You never seen, you was never in situations where you could think of stuff like that. Yeah. So you've never seen it. So, and I never seen it either. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, but what I'm going to do is, I know what I'm looking for. I know what I want in a relationship. I know what I want when it comes down to the dude that I'm with, the man that I'm with. So I'm going to try to teach you how to be what I need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus trying to go out here and try to find it from somebody else when we already got kids together.
And see, that'd be a lot of people's problem. I ain't gonna say in the black demographic, but people, period. In today's time, people, and I understand, you see red flags, you leave. Repeated red flags. Let me clarify that, because you're gonna see red flags. I know people have been on Facebook playing like red flag this, leave them alone. Like, nobody's perfect. Let me put that out there first, because I guess people forgetting that in the 21st century. Nobody's perfect. So, like, everybody's gonna have flaws. Now, with those flaws, some people try and hang it over their head, well, this is just who I am. No, that's not who you is. It can always be changed and altered. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of people's problems in the 21st century is they see one thing or somebody do one thing that they don't like and they out the door. You know what I'm saying? I know you've seen the post on Facebook where people be like, why are marriages not lasting long in this generation versus generations of the past? That's it. Because back in the day, our parents and our older ancestors, they was like, this is it. I said I do it. This is it. We gonna fight through this.
But at the same time, though, in those times, you gotta think about it. The man was the provider. The women really didn't have anything. So it'll be like, if I leave you, I don't have nothing. So that play a part in it too back then. You know what I'm saying? Because some women, some of y'all granny should have left your grandpa. I'm gonna put that out there. Like, we gonna go put that out there. Like, them side babies, like, no, because it's a lot of secrets. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is true though. Like, this generation, like, we more like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
If he can't get this right, look, I find somebody else.
Right.
That's the logic with our generation. You know what I'm saying? And it's a gift and a curse. You know what I'm saying? Because if the person is hurting you purposely, and you keep telling them like, hey, this is making me feel some type of way, and they keep doing it, then you ain't got no choice but to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see no signs of change, or this person even acknowledging what they doing to hurt you, then by all means, hit the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I obviously ain't gonna go nowhere. But like, if the person doing small stuff like he leave the toilet seat up or something like that can be fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you ain't gonna find no man that ain't gonna leave no toilet seat up. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So, how do you feel about relationships when it comes down to dating someone who your friends previously dated?
Man, that's a
I ain't talking about like his baby mama, cause you don't touch the man baby mama.
Yeah, okay,
But
so-
would you date like a friend's ex?
So I'm gonna answer the question, no.
Why is that?
So if you my partner and I call you my brother, you know what I'm saying? If it's a girl that I know you cuff, like that you had mad feelings for hard, like she off limits. And that's a bro code. You know what I'm saying? I think that's even the girl code too. You know what I'm saying?
Some people.
But females take a little bit more in depth. You know, females they don't want you messing with a dude that they did with. Period. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter what age. How long ago?
Females they a little bit different. But men, it's like if you know what I'm saying. If this was my woman, you know what I'm saying. I cut for her. We had kids together. We lived together.
That's different though, baby mama. That's different. You can't mess with a dude, baby mama. That's your humble baby mama.
I'm saying it's a no. It's a no.
Oh, okay, all the way around.
Yeah, all the way around it's a no. But if it's just a girl you had a fling with, you know what I'm saying? Me and we wired different. We gonna be like, man, bro, I don't care about her. You know what I'm saying? She, good job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna be that on that. But if it's somebody you had cuffed and you had feelings for, she off limits. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of dudes be getting hurt and killed. Cause a lot of men can't handle some of the same things women can. Like that's another thing too. Like,
why is that? We gonna close this episode out with that because I think that is a question that every woman in the world wanna know. Why is it that y'all can put us through hell and hot water, but we can't as little as like anything, the smallest thing, we got to be everything in a book but the child of God after that. Why is that?
I'm going to say this, and a lot of fellas and a lot of bros probably going to be upset with me, but I'm going to keep it all the way 100. I'm going to keep it a book. The reason why men can't take the same kind of hurt that a woman can is because at the end of the day, women are stronger than men.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we physically got the strength. We can physically be the stronger sex. But mentally wise, the woman got it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bear the child. Y'all push the child out. Y'all carry the child. You know what I'm saying? Y'all nurture the child. The things that some men aren't capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? Even me as a father, like, I'm not gonna say I'm the best nurturer, you know, because of my lifestyle and the life I've lived, you know. But I'm there. I'm active in my children's lives. You know what I'm saying? But when the child comes out the womb, you know, the mama is the nurturer. Like it's just genetics. It's just how it's always been, you know. And so it's in the woman's DNA to be more subtle to emotion and all of that. So y'all know how to handle it better. You know, men, I don't know, we call y'all emotional creatures, but we just as emotional, you know what I'm saying? If not more. You know what I'm saying? Because half the dudes in the penitentiary, 9 times out of 10, most of them in the penitentiary because of a girl. Something that they done because, he messed with my girl, or this, and the third, and so now I gotta go defend her honor, you know what I'm saying? This type of stuff, like, so, and at the end of the day, like, the woman is stronger mentally than the man, you know? That's why we can't take the same hurt, because it messes with our ego, for sure. Like, for sure it messes with ego, because men are known to have egos. You know what I'm saying? You take a man's ego away, what do he got? You know what I'm saying? What does he have? So that's my take on it. I feel like the woman is stronger mentally than the man, so that's why y'all can endure more of the mental hurt than the man can. So
that's that. All right, thank you so much, Khrizz, for being a part of this episode, man. We're gonna have to bring you back. We're gonna have to do a longer episode, but this is our first time here at the Media Block, so our time here is limited, man. But I enjoyed this interview. Y'all give everybody your Instagram information, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know if you do Twitter or not.
I got Twitter, but I don't really be on it. But my Instagram is King Khrizz LXXVII. And my Facebook is King Khrizz KHRIZZ. Y'all can go to my YouTube channel for my gaming stuff and my music stuff. Just hit me up, man.
All right. Thank you so much, Khrizz.
No problem, man.